Well, hello and welcome to the Wood Lane Weekly for October 21st, 2020, joined by the one and only Mr. Michael Nuzum. How are you today, sir?
Pretty good.
All right, so Mike, hey, we've got all kinds of stuff to talk about today. Want to kind of really quick talk about, kind of the coronavirus pandemic and that it continues. And so, sharing some notes from the Wood County Health Department, which is now is not the time to let our guard down. So as cases and hospitalizations continue to increase around Ohio, and we see numbers go back up, what we need to make sure that we are doing is we are focusing on what we can control. So kind of, Mike, that's where our responsibilities kick in, is just being good citizens, right? So wearing a mask around, especially when we leave the home and go into any community location, keeping our distance. We're really looking for 6 feet, even when we're wearing a mask. And then having folks stay home when we're sick. And, it is our responsibility, right, for everyone to be good citizens and do our part to slow the spread of the virus. So, Mike, I've seen you out and about, and you do an excellent job. You're a great role model for everybody in wearing your mask. And,
Yep.
It does take some getting used to, doesn't it?
Yes, and plus I'm taking hand sanitizer with me to work and stuff. So
that is great advice. Take hand sanitizer with us. And then while we're talking about being healthy, one of the other things that our health department is highly recommending, and we at the board would also recommend, is getting a flu vaccine. So getting a flu vaccine means you're less likely to get sick or spread flu viruses to others. So it can help you and your family. It can help your neighbors stay safe. And fewer people with the flu means hospitals can more easily treat patients who do contract or become exposed to the COVID-19. And so what we really want to do is recommend everybody out there gets a flu vaccine. And so if that's something that you are interested in, please contact your SSA, as they can help you get in contact with the necessary professionals to do that. So two big recommendations, right? Wear your mask and get a flu shot.
yeah.
Okay. All right, but Mike, hey, you are here. You've got a couple of big announcements, right? So you are the current president of the Action Club here in Wood County. So, Mr. President, what are those announcements today?
We donated books actually to we voted on 500, giving out 500 bucks for the school and for people that are needed of books. And so I'm super excited that the group and me we voted and it turned out good. And I'm really happy that we got it to where we can help and support people with needs. So that's awesome.
Mike, I agree. I think it's completely wonderful. So the Action Club is donating $500 to Wood Lane School for the purchase of books for the students who attend school there. I think that is just phenomenal leadership and generosity from you and your club. So congratulations. But I also hear, in addition to that generosity, you guys are putting some service projects together.
Yes, raking leaves. We help do that and community service, and last year was a terrific last year, and hopefully this year we're gonna have a really good one. And we just hope that us Action Clubbers are gonna be a one good team and work together and get to.
So Mike, the term Action Clubbers, that's the first I've heard it, but I have to admit I really like it. That's pretty cool. So
Yes.
you guys are putting together in small groups. You're going to wear masks and socially distance, but I hear you are working with our local community to find some folks who are in need of having leaves raked from their yard, and you guys are going to go out and help those who that final push before the cold weather sets in.
Yes, and also I'm going to be helping actually with the book club. So it's with Rhonda Kendall. So I'm super excited as a president to help people with special needs that needs a book to read for the school. So I'm very happy.
Mike, I think that's wonderful. So the Action Club showing the way with service, leadership, and generosity. So congratulations and thank you. those are wonderful. All right, and so hey, well, we're going to talk about one of your fellow Action Clubbers, as you say, and I want to show a picture of our very own Connect with Kim. So Kim Paxton, she has her show that comes on every Wednesday night. So her guest this week is going to be the one and only Amy Brinkman, SSA director. So Mike, now is the time to begin thinking of your questions to stump Amy Brinkman.
Yes.
And so I think the sky's the limit. You got to come up with those good hard questions and making sure you're asking Amy and see where you go with that. And then also another big calendar that we like to share is our upcoming events with the recreation department. So our recreation department continues to do an excellent job of kind of providing a combination of both in-person activities that are socially distanced. So one of the things we do is we ask everyone to register ahead of time because we limit the level of participation due to COVID-19 social distancing expectations, wearing of a mask. But there are a couple of activities on here that certainly are done virtual, and people are really enjoying those bingos on Fridays and some of the world tours that are going on. But Mike, I know there's a couple of events that are near and dear to your heart. So what are your favorites?
Flag football and bowling.
Yeah, so bowling returned about 2 weeks ago, and as always, attendance at bowling is really working. So what we'd really like for folks to do, if you are interested in attending any of these activities or want to get in on the new bowling opportunities, whether it's at Almar Lanes or Interstate Lanes, now's the time to be contacting the staff in the rec department so we can have that participation.
Yep.
Well, so hey, Mike, I think again, thank you. Your participation in really just about everything is quite an example of leadership, and it is appreciated.
Yeah.
And then in addition to that, while we speak of leadership, so our People First of Wood County, so 2020 is a very important election, and so they are doing their part. So one of the things we've talked about is helping people, becoming registered voters, and so that deadline has come and passed. But for those folks who decided to participate in this year's election, with the right to vote comes the responsibility to be prepared. So a couple of things. Number one, on our webpage, you will find right in the center of the main webpage, you will see a button that says My Voting Plan. And that is a guide to ensure that everyone who does want to participate in the election process has a plan together. So whether they're going to participate in early voting using an absentee ballot, or they're going to the polls on the day of the election, which is scheduled for Tuesday, November 3rd, they can ensure that they're able to exercise that right. But as we talk about our preparedness plan, one of the things that People First of Wood County has done is hosted Meet the Candidates. So the next Meet the Candidates night is going to be Tuesday, October 27th at 4:00 p.m. And the candidate at this time is going to be Ted Bolus, Commissioner, who is running for re-election at this time. And so this is a chance for everyone to log in and ask questions. There is a chance that there will be other elected officials who will participate, but we have not confirmed their final participation yet. But this is a chance for everyone to get their questions answered before the upcoming election. So the election is Tuesday, November 3rd. The deadline to request a ballot by mail is on Saturday, October 31st. And the early voting period runs from Tuesday, October 6th, which has already started, through Monday, November 2nd. So again, if you have any questions regarding the election process or putting together your voting plan, by all means, that's when you need to communicate with members of the board. And Mike, wow, so that was a lot of information that we had to share today. And so I know you got big plans coming up with the Action Club. Do you have any final words for today?
My fiance, I want to wish her a happy birthday. Her birthday's next week, but I love her, and and then also I have the best staff, Amber, who I really appreciate her and the way that she treats me and my roommate real good. And a big shout out for Rhonda Kendall. I I really appreciate her, helping organizing for Action Club and doing a really terrific job.
Mike, you are the man. You are the man. Way to show the leadership and how to share the love. So I think that's the best way to end it. You have a great day, sir. I want to thank everybody out there for joining, and we'll see you soon.
Yep.